Hi. Oh, this is so strange. All right. So I spent the entire afternoon cleaning and redecorating my kitchen in order to do this, and I forgot to eat. So I'm going to make something very simple and take this opportunity to record it just to try it out. My own YouTube semi-professional, not professional cooking show, recorded with my phone. Fair. All right, so I am going to make an egg salad. And for that you need this. About 3 eggs, crackers, a red bell pepper. You can use any color, but red is nice in egg salad. Fresh cut chives. I got these from my garden. Cheese. You will see what I will do with that later. Salt and pepper. Mayonnaise. If you prefer, you can use mustard as well. I will add a little bit just for the form. A pan and a cutting board. If I forget something, I will just add it throughout the video, I guess. So put this back. All right. Right. So step 1 is cooking the eggs, obviously. You put the eggs in water, add like salt for it to cook faster. I always use scoops. Salt water cooks faster than unsalted water. Then you put it on the stove. Wait, let me put you all like this. And right. Till it boils, and then you let it boil like 5 minutes for it to be boiled entirely through. You can boil it for 4 minutes if you want it a bit more, mushy. It's just up to preference. In the meantime, you can cut the chives. Make sure to wash them if you use them from the garden. And the bell pepper / paprika, how I like to call it. You can use like a little bowl. How am I going to show this properly? Like this? Yeah. Just cut it fine in like small bits. It's a bit tough, this one. Maybe because it already floured. You can leave some behind to use as a garnish, but you don't really have to. Same goes for the bell pepper. You don't need so much, really. Just add it in the bowl. This is up to taste, so I don't really put a measurement on it. Did you guys know you can eat the flowers of the chives as well? It tastes pretty much the same. And when they're just flowering, it gives this nice lilac kind of color to your food. Right. You don't need the entire bell pepper either. Like this, it's plenty. Remove like the seed stuffs and the whites. You can do that with your fingers. I don't really care. Cut it small in like cubes. First in stripes or strips, as we like to call it. There. Cut it like. Watch your fingers if you're using a big knife. Watch your fingers anyways in the kitchen. My dad, he would hate me for my cooking. My dad was a chef, and you actually are supposed to use your fingers like as a cutting thing, but I never do. It's a nightmare for chefs if you don't do that. So don't take my example. Just use a knife the proper way. mix it if you like. You don't have to, but you will mix it through in the egg salad anyways. And then it's waiting for the eggs to cook. So the eggs have cooked for about like 5 minutes now. And now it's time to stir them with cold water. First, dropping hot water, then fill the pan up with cold water, like professionally you would use like an ice bath or something, but hey, cold water works just the same actually. And now wait to let a minute or something to let them cool down and stop cooking through, because they're done. Yeah. And then it's time to peel them. Mine are not very cold yet, but it's not so important. Right. Good. I have my composting bucket at the floor, so I will just peel them above. But of course, if you don't have a composting bucket, this is not the case. Just don't drop it on the floor. Oh, mine are actually still kind of hot yet. But then again, I was impatient and didn't let them cool for even a minute. But anyways, they also cool without the shell, so it doesn't really matter much. It's just easier to peel when they're cold. Did you know, the fresher the eggs, the more difficult they are to peel. So the older the eggs, the easier you get the shell off. Right, that's one. Now, number two. If you peel them and you're left with like tiny bits of shell that you can't really get off, just turn them in the water so it will wash the bits of shell off. And you got a clean egg without shell. So these were the eggs peeled. Let me put the bucket away a bit. Right. You can see they're not very neat. They were a bit fresh. Except this one. This one is fair. Right. To cut them. First, you need like a bowl where it all fits in. We dive in the cabinet. Right. You can still see the damp of the eggs, but they're kind of hot yet. But it's alright. Mine are almost entirely cooked through, which is nice for egg salad. You cut them in, well, smaller pieces, I guess, cubes, and add them to the bowl. It doesn't really matter how you cut it, as long as it's cut small. I do this with my fingers, but as you see, it ain't the cleanest job. But I think that's part of what cooking is about. Feeling, tasting, trying the food. And dirty hands kinda are part of it, in my opinion. Gordon Ramsay would disagree. But hey, I'm not Gordon Ramsay. I'm not a professional chef in any way. I just like to cook. Right, 3 eggs cut in a bowl. Now, let me wash my hand first. Right, so you end up with a bowl of cut egg, which is great. I add the paprika / bell pepper and the chives, and then stir it with a spoon. Until it's mixed through and it looks nice and pretty. It does look nice and pretty. Alright, then the mayonnaise. I will just add like this first. It's not that much, but it's more than you would use for potatoes, I guess. I don't know how much may you use. And then mix it with a spoon. Make sure it kind of gets mushy, because that's what egg salad is about. Then, as said, I will add a little bit of mustard with a spoon, like a teaspoon, a small one. Add that and mix it. Right. Now it's time to add some salt and pepper. For the salt, yeah, last time I used too little, so now I will use like a scoop. Half a scoop. And again, mix it. And add some black pepper. You can also use white pepper to taste, really. If you like peppery kind of flavor to it, sure, go ahead. I keep it kind of moderate, I guess. Just like half a teaspoon. It's plenty for me. Right, now it's time to taste. I will just wash this teaspoon. Like, honestly, normally I would use my fingers, but hey, you shouldn't if you cook for others. But hey. Right, let's taste. Okay, you could tone down a bit on the salt, but half a scoop should be fine, especially on a cracker. Right, egg salad itself is done. Now we're gonna get like the board I presented, get it empty and get the crackers out. I dislike these packages. They're kind of hard. to open. And these scraps. Okay. Alright. Get out the cracker if it wants to work with me. And another one. 2. I won't add butter, but you could. And then we're gonna first put like a slice of cheese. One slice of cheese there. And one slice of cheese there. You can add more if you like cheese. I like cheese, even though it's not good for me, but oh well. 2 slices of cheese or cracker. And then, with the same spoon as you mixed it, and the tasting spoon, in my case, use a clean one if you're cooking for guests, and add it on top of the cheese. Up to taste. It doesn't really matter how much you put onto it. Right. Good. Then I left a bit of chives that I will use as a garnish. Just put it on top randomly. Good. And then I will use a little bit of paprika, bell pepper, to garnish as well. Good. Now I do have like leftovers, so about 3 eggs is good for 4 or 5 of these crackers. I'll put them on a plate. Nice blue one. And then I will show you the results. Ta-da! Egg salad crackers with cheese, paprika and chives. Now, enjoy, I guess, for myself. Time for lunch. What time is it? About almost 4. That's okay. So, this was it for today. I hope I will try this again sometime, recording my food. Let's see. Bye bye.